Hi, this is African Time. Welcome to Vidashi Studios. Recently, one of Africa's top YouTubers, Wode Maya, actually caused a conversation on X that got the whole Africa or Africans, then diasporas, having some conversation here. And I want to share with you guys and let us see what is happening on X by our favorite YouTuber, Wode Maya. All see this. Okay, so recently, Wode Maya shared this and says, Africans living abroad should start telling Africans at home the bitter truth about living abroad. Okay, so that is what Wode Maya actually tweeted over the week, saying that Africans living abroad should really be starting telling the Africans living in Africa the bitter truth about living in abroad. And when this was shared, it caused a whole lot of conversation between Africans in Africa and then Africans living abroad. We'll see this. Well, a Ghanaian came saying, the bitter truth is that if you cheat the system to go abroad, you pay for it the hard way. Mostly, the so-called bitter truth of living abroad comes from people who cheated the system to enter there. Okay, so this is a Ghanaian here who is actually in abroad right now, and he is saying that there may be a bitter truth here, but it's only to people who cheated the system that got themselves in the diaspora that actually have these kind of bitter truths. Well, someone came and says, there is money with a small sacrifice of loneliness. Okay, so these were some comments from our fellow Africans who are actually at the western side, who are actually sharing some of the bitter truth here. This one is saying that there is money at the western side, but you have to pay some sacrifice of loneliness. Okay, to my diasporans out there, do you guys actually agree to this? Is there much loneliness there? Because actually this was one of the most common topics or comments that were under the post when Wode Maya asked that question. Okay, most of the diasporas were saying that there's a whole lot of loneliness at the other side. They are actually having a lonely life there. Well, this one came and says, I first told my cousin in 1998 that living abroad is not easy, as he thinks. He didn't believe me and said, why don't you want us to also come abroad? You want us to keep it for yourself. Now he lives in the US and said, Ivy, you are the only one who told us the truth about living here. Okay, so this is also Ivy Prosper also sharing her point of view, saying that in the 1998, okay, she told her brother or cousin that no, it's not easy living abroad, and well, they wanted to experience for themselves, and then one of them went there and he actually gave her stone, saying that sis, what you were actually saying is the truth. Living abroad is not easy. Well, another one also came commenting under Wode Maya's post saying, bro, I've come to the understanding that it's my wish for everyone to experience what you and I have living abroad. But there must be a plan on when to enter and leave, or you will be trapped. That is why you want the bitter truth shared. Those who aren't sharing are trapped. Okay, so seems like there's something we actually don't know about living abroad. Most of the diasporas are actually saying this. They are saying that there is a bitter truth here, and he would love for everyone to actually come and experience the living abroad is, but you have to come with a plan though. If you don't have a plan, the bitter truth will hit you hard and you might be trapped, and it will be so hard for you coming back to your country. Well, this one also came and says, on certain things, experience is always the best teacher. There's countries that will never be friendly to Africans and countries investing in social cohesion to improve themselves. Solution lies in improving Africa for Africans so that no one has to endure nautical highness or harshness. Okay, so this one says, well, experience is the best teacher. He doesn't have a problem with people actually going to the diasporas to actually experience how it is, but he is saying that the most important thing to do is improve Africa for Africans so that no one will actually want to go to the other side to experience some nonsensical and also harshness from the so-called Western people. Okay, he's saying that it's not easy, and then they are facing a lot of hardship and harshness and a lot of things that they are enduring that is not easy. And if so, these are some of the bitter truth that some diasporans were actually sharing on X, that they were actually trying to educate other African people who is their dream or who aspire to travel to the western side. Okay, all right. Well, this one also came and says, abroad is sweet and there are lots of opportunities out there, a land of opportunity to turn your life into a blessing. Well, this is also a take from another person. Some people were actually sharing some bitter truth, others were also saying something differently. This one also says, tell us the bitter truth if you know. My cousin just returned after the Christmas holiday. I see he's excited to return. And me, if I get opportunity to relocate, I will gladly do. He's not formally employed. And I'm a government worker, so he can afford more than I do. Okay, so this is an African who is living in Africa here. He's saying that, tell us the bitter truth, let us know. Because his cousin actually came for the Christmas holiday, and he was happy, and he seems that he's really cannot wait to go back again. And he is saying that he is a government worker in Africa, and his brother is actually not well employed in the western side, but he can actually attest that his brother is actually living a better life than he who is working in Africa, mostly, or he and the government's work. Our leaders have really failed us, bro. Our leaders have actually failed us. Well, this is some interesting comments that was actually happening under Wode Maya's post when he was actually asking Africans in diaspora to talk about the bitter truth they're actually facing in the western side. Well, we are not done. Let's see some more. Well, some replies to the brother who talked about his cousin being happy to return back after the Christmas holiday in Africa. One says this issue. Another one also says, and Nigeria says a government civil service worker in Nigeria is paid $80 a month. That is a $2 a day. Well, that is some Africans who are living in Africa making some calculations here. They are saying that it's not easy living in Africa. So it seems that the Africans living in Africa actually believe that abroad is the way. But the ones who actually who are living abroad right now are saying something different. They are saying that it's not easy. One actually made a good point saying that it's the loneliness. It's actually lonely being there. Well, that's what I want my diaspora to say. I'm also throwing this challenge here for some of us who decide as part to travel. Share some better truth for us to know. Somebody gave us a key point saying that it's actually better, but it's actually good opportunity for everyone to experience. But you have to come with a plan. He's saying that if you come with a better plan and then you have a better plan, you will not be trapped and you can actually go back anytime you want. Well, that was one thing that I've put in my mind, and I was happy to share to you guys so that if you ever aspire to travel, you get to know that. But to you personally, who are an African diaspora living in the diaspora, share us your better truth, and also an African also tell us what you also think about or what you have also heard about the western side. Okay, this is Vidashi Studios. I was here to share with you some interesting point from our favorite YouTuber Wode Maya, and that got the whole of Africa talking. As you can see, the comment section we had a Ghanaian, we had a Ugandan, a Kenyan, a Nigerian, and also a South African. Also, all were on the comment section. So you too have your points to share. This is African time. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and most importantly, comment at the comment section. Let's have some conversation here. See you guys around.